welcome to Ellie Mac. This had been requested for so long because we promised to make one and we did. That one just kind of sucked. So we... Yes, Max. So we didn't close it. I hope you like this look. Give it a thumbs up if you do and don't forget to subscribe. Also, I just filmed a 5-minute makeup challenge for my vlog channel. So if you want to go see me fail miserably, that's an option.
This tutorial requires intermediate skills, takes about 2 hours to prep, but only about 30 minutes to slap onto your face. And of course, a word on safety: if you have a sharp horn like that pointing straight out from your forehead, don't run around and hug people. That might be messy. Be careful out there. Starting out with your average aluminium foil, and we are gonna create a base on which we are gonna slap on some latex paste later. I might want to point out that during this process we actually stream the creation process on Twitch, so that's why the clips might be a bit confusing than usual. Anyways, those are some awesome shades from a pair of sunglasses, and we ripped them out and we're going to use them for eyes, and of course we can see right through them. And this will be a 2-piece unicorn mask. One upper piece with the horn and the freaky nose, and then a bottom jaw so we can move our jaw underneath. We build up with a little bit of clay so we can get the right shape of things, just for support. And of course, a unicorn is sort of a horse, so shaping that horse is kind of tricky. So do your best with that aluminium foil. And here we're using a pair of scissors to really divide those pieces up. Then we heat up some Elymorph plastic and create our super sharp horn. Of course, you can create any kind of shape you like. You see on the table there, we have a horn already made. That's the old one from our first trial at an evil unicorn, but that didn't turn out like we wanted, so we scrapped that video altogether. Anyway, when you have created your horn, something like that, or whatever you want, then it's time to create the latex paste using liquid latex and baking flour. This is wheat flour. Add a little bit of the flour at a time until you get the right consistency. Then start smearing it out onto your horse face. And you see there, we are making sort of angry eyes there with a pretty sharp edge. Right there, getting the eyebrows out. It's gonna look awesome. Yeah, I know this looks sort of like Jar Jar Binks at the moment, but keep on shaping and get that horse look on. When that forehead piece is ready, make sure you push in that horn straight into the forehead there before the paste sets. Then continuing to shape and build further down. And as I told you before, this is going to be a 2-piece mask, so you will be able to breathe through your mouth and you will be able to move your mouth as well. And using liquid latex on your fingertips without the paste will make it much easier to shape. Then we need to make an incision here and split that up. So we get those 2 separate pieces. We will be needing to cut that with a pair of scissors later when everything is dry, but try to keep it thin. And hey, then we have created a whole bunch of Elymorph teeth, just like these, and we have created them 100 times in different videos. So we're gonna refer you to that on top of the screen there. So you can create your teeth as large or small as you like and as many as you like. Shape that gum a little bit. Some detailing work. Yeah. And hey, we are there. Talent shout out. Time to pay a visit to Ambrosia Fairytale and her amazing creations. Go check them out. They are full of fantasy and full of epicness. Go check it out. We have left our unicorn mask to dry overnight, and now we're applying flour onto it. And everywhere we peel off the latex, we apply flour, or it will stick to itself. And as I mentioned before, we need to separate the lower part from the top part. So we do that with a pair of scissors. Just cut through and peel those two pieces off. And you might want to be removing some excess latex there to clean up the edges a bit. Perfect. There we go. And as you see, we have a little hole there in the inner part of the eye, but we're gonna fix that up. Trim that lower piece, and you will have something like this. Looking pretty horsey, or Jar Jar Binksy, or maybe a raptor from Jurassic Park. Time to create some ears with aluminium foil. And yeah, this is pretty basic. You shape that ear until you are satisfied. And in our case, we only need one ear because we have a big ass wig covering one side of our head completely. And of course, if you don't have a huge wig, simply make two ears. Make sure they point in opposite directions. The shape is ready and time to apply some masking tape. This is for the process of painting it easier, and it's a two-stage process. First we cover it in masking tape, just like this. And then to make a surface that's easy to paint, we simply apply a layer of hobby glue. Any kind of hobby glue will do just fine, and even varnish will do the trick. So we smear that glue on and leave it to dry while we head on with the rest of the face. And we are turning to the glue gun here to fix the hollowed mistake we had there in the inner part of the eye. And we also give the unicorn a dental job to make sure those teeth really stays in place, adding a little bit of glue. Same goes for the horn, don't want it to come off. And while we're fixing up the horn, we paint it as well. This is basically black hairspray paint, and we take just a little bit, and then we smear that paint out, and we get this sort of silvery metal texture. And seal that paint with hairspray. And speaking of colors, here are our main colors: white, black, blue, and this beige sort of tone. So we give it a beige base to begin with, and then we start the shading process using the blue, the black, and the white tones. But of course, as usual, we want to see your creations with your choice of colors and your choice of paint job. So go nuts with this and use your imagination. I love being creative in Swedish is jag älskar att vara kreativ. Then our unicorn needs the equivalent of an eyeliner. So we go in and line those eyes with black color. Give them more intensity and define the shape. There we also paint over that little hollow area that was covered with glue, so it disappears. To keep things stylish and coherent, we go in and add a little black gum as well. Again, using basic hairspray to seal the colors. It's not a perfect seal, but it keeps you from getting color on your fingers when you handle the mask later. And now we need some additional highlighting details as well as detail work on our teeth. And we are going with a semi-brown greenish tone here, roughing those teeth up a little bit. When we're satisfied, we turn our attention to the ears again, and we do the same kind of paint job there with that blue purple-ish tone as a base. Darkening on the inside for that extra dimension, and then hey, we're bringing in the piercings for our unicorn, sticking some holes in the little ear, and then we had these little tiny rings that we just press in there, and voila, our unicorn gets a nice piercing job. One in the nose as well, or why not two, like that, perfect. And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of the prep work, and now we're ready to put that awesome wig on and get ready. So we darken down our hair with black hairspray color like that. Looking cool, but something is missing. Yep, a little touch of the 80s, of course, because this is a rock star unicorn. So we bring in that pink tone in the hair as well. And why not some extra little details while we're at it? Some bling in the hair, why not? Little crystals there. Perfect for any awesome stage. Then a headband and a piece of tape. And guess what? Yep, those are for the ears. First, we need to make sure we get the ear where we want to. Like that. Perfect measurement. Then slap it on with a piece of tape. Of course, we paint that tape black later. That's the only kind of tape we had, so we went with it. There it sits. And since this is a unicorn human mixed breed, we want to fade that unicorn thingy out into our normal skin tone. So we apply that bluish color again, overlapping the color there with a mask edge to make sure our skin tone doesn't shine through. Same goes for our mouth. And then it's application time. Just make sure you check so that stuff looks good, and then apply a little bit of latex or skin adhesive to your two pieces. Stick them in place. Same goes for the big one. And as always, keep that latex or skin adhesive clear from your eyes. And with the pieces in place, we do additional paint job there to extend our little mouth back a bit. Yep, like that. And we go back with that black hairspray color to fade out any edges, to bring it down a little bit. Then we throw in some fake blood there, not too much. We still want to keep this a stylish 80s sort of unicorn. And yeah, you are ready. We hope you like this epic unicorn, even though it's not that evil as our first plan was. It still looks pretty awesome, pretty cool, and it looks like it's been cut out straight from the 1980s. Imagine this being the lead singer in a band, right? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with the world. That helps us a lot. Make sure you subscribe to not miss a beat. And hey, catch us on Twitch live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Central European Time. See you there. Take good care. Bye.